the iCat image viewing kitten in Kitty. We'll discuss that and some more fancy kittens in the following segment. Now it's time to have some fun with images. I know terminals are text devices, but sometimes it's cool to be able to display images, and even useful if you're SSH'd into a remote computer and need to quickly look at a graph or a report that's available as an image. So without further ado, let's see how we do that. We use the iCat kitten, which is a small program written that's distributed as part of Kitty that can display images within Kitty. Here I'll display the Kitty logo. As you can see, it shows up as an image right there in the terminal itself. The iCat kitten can also download images from the internet and display them. Here we'll see it doing that with an animated GIF of a Rubik's Cube. I have iCat aliased as just the iCat command on my computer. So here you see it's downloaded the Rubik's Cube and it's displaying the animation. The animation will continue playing even while you type other commands. The Kitty graphics protocol that powers the iCat kitten is integrated with many other programs. For example, the Ranger file manager. Here you see we've opened a folder full of images, and as you scroll through the files, Ranger displays thumbnails of the images using the Kitty graphics protocol right there in the terminal. Another cool feature of the Kitty graphics protocol is that it works over SSH. So if I SSH into one of my servers and run iCat athenaum.jpg, you see that the image is displayed directly in the terminal, even though it's on a remote server. The image data is sent over the TTY pipe over SSH. When running locally, the graphics protocol is smart enough to avoid the overhead of doing this and to use the local file system to display images. Another cool kitten that Kitty has is the Unicode input kitten, which you can use to input arbitrary Unicode symbols, emoji, etc. into your terminal. Just press Ctrl-Shift-U and then type the name of the symbol you want. So for example, here we have a cat. We can insert a cat face with tears of joy into our terminal, and there you have it right there at the prompt. You can search for all sorts of symbols. Here we have some beer. Let's celebrate this great kitten right here. So this is useful if you find yourself doing a lot of chatting using terminal chat programs such as WeChat, and you want to send your buddies emoji or other symbols. We have talked a fair bit about kittens and how they can be used to enhance the terminal experience. Now let's discuss something more basic: window management. Kitty has the ability to tile multiple windows next to each other and manage them using flexible layouts. You can also create multiple tabs. So let's create some windows by pressing Ctrl-Shift-Enter. You see we have 3 windows tiled next to each other. You can create some new tabs as well. The tabs are displayed at the bottom. The tab titles show the current working directory, or actually whatever title the program running in the shell sets. So let's close these tabs, get back to the windows. As you can see, these windows are tiled next to each other. You can press Ctrl-Shift and the window number to switch to a window. So 1 for the first, 2 for the second, 3 for the third, and so on. You can even visually shift by pressing Ctrl-Shift-F7 and simply typing the number of the window you want to shift to. Now while we're discussing multiple windows, let's look at a cool feature whereby we can type in one window and have the text appear in all the windows simultaneously. This is useful if you want to do a poor man's automation of multiple servers, for example. To do this, let's open the Kitty shell, which we can do by pressing Ctrl-Shift-Escape. The Kitty shell is a shell where you can issue commands to Kitty itself to make it do things. So here, let's first change the layout to grid, which works better with 4 windows. And now to actually broadcast the text, we'll need to launch the broadcast kitten, which we can do like this. and we see that we have a broadcast window available at which we can type. Let me type the command ls. You see that ls has been typed in every single window. You can backspace and it works as expected. Let's execute the ls command, and we see that the ls has been executed in every window, showing different outputs. Let's clear out these outputs and end the broadcast session. So as you can see here, the Kitty shell is quite a powerful tool. Note that the shell is powered by something called the Kitty remote control protocol. This allows you to control Kitty from other shells, other terminals, programs running on your computer, etc. This is very powerful, and anything you can do in the shell you can also do via the remote control facility. Let's have a quick look at it. Change the layout to stack so we are focused on the shell window. Let's see some commands. So here you can see a list of commands available in the shell. You can do things like create new windows, set window titles, set window logos, send text to windows, change the opacity, select windows, all sorts of things, resize them, send signals to children running in Windows, etc. You can change the colors, you can run kittens, and on and on and on. So this forms a general scripting ability for Kitty and allows you to control Kitty and automate various tasks in it. Your imagination is the limit when it comes to use cases. Since this is supposed to be a brief tour, I think I'll end here, but before I go, let's see how to bling up the Kitty terminal a bit by changing its colors. Kitty actually has a themes kitten that has a large collection of themes downloaded from a central repository. Let's run it and see what happens. So here you can see there are literally hundreds of themes organized by dark and light colors. You can choose a theme you want. So for example, I like Belafonte, so let's change to that by pressing the enter key and then the M key to tell the kitten to modify kitty.conf to make the change permanent, and you see that Kitty now uses the Belafonte theme. Note that the kitten can actually be run non-interactively as well. So for example, if you specify the theme name on the command line, it will change the theme directly without running interactively. You can actually choose where all to change the colors, either in the current terminal or all running terminals on your system. So as you can see, the themes kitten is a nice way to make your terminal experience a little more colorful. I personally use it to adjust the colors to the time of day so that the screen ambient brightness is the best match for my eyes. And I think with that I'll